Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Hype Squad. Hello, Universe. Out there in the Twitch, out there in the YouTube. Thank you all for joining me tonight for the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is in 13 minutes, but we got a stacked preview to go over here. From what we already knew after what took place last week with Braun Strowman winning that final triple threat match. It'll be very interesting with Ilya Dragunov and Braun Strowman both booking their tickets between defeating Dragon Lee and Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser respectively. Those two earn their spot. Jey Uso taking out Kofi Kingston and Karrion Kross, while Pete Dunne took out Xavier Woods and The Miz 2 weeks ago. It is a fatal four-way between main event Jey Uso, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, and one big son of a bitch, Braun Strowman, to determine the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Who will be Braun Breaker's next challenger? Who will it be? Will it be the man with the WWE Universe behind him? Main event Jey Uso. Will it be a former Universal Champion and Braun Strowman? How about someone who's got his own personal issues with Sheamus and Pete Dunne, former NXT UK champion, much like Ilya Dragunov, also a former NXT UK champion, and also a man who has a victory over the current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Ilya Dragunov. You never know. It could be any one of those four men. And the tag titles are on the line. The new women's tag team champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, who won them back at Bash in Berlin after losing them to the Unholy Union, that is Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, losing them at Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland on June 15th. And now having regained them at Bash in Berlin, well, it seems that the Unholy Union is ready to regain their gold. And it very well could happen tonight. And then this was a challenge made by American Made, more specifically made by the leader of American Made, Chad Gable. Not sure how wise it was for Chad Gable to make this or ask for this match. I wouldn't say make this match, because Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is the one who ended up making this match official. And even, you gotta wonder, even Raw General Manager Adam Pearce has to be wondering, why did Chad Gable want this match in the first place? It's not even just a match. It's not even just a match. It's a street fight with the Wyatt Six. I don't know what they were thinking, but Uncle Howdy leading the charge with the Wyatt Six, Dexter Loomis and Eric Rowan. And you've got Abby the Witch, good old Nikki Cross as Abby the Witch. You don't know which four it's going to be. It could be, it's hard to say which four it's going to be. They're going to have to put someone to the side, but what we do know is it is an 8-person mixed tag team street fight. So that is going to be very, very interesting. What's up, Krolix? Welcome on in. How's it going? How's school going? Hope school's going good. And probably one of the best parts of what's going to be the show. The best. It can't. It can't not be the best part of Monday Night Raw because the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart returns to Calgary. Returns to Raw in Calgary. Yeah, watch when I see you. So school's going good. Awesome. Like, yeah, watch when I see you. I've been picking on all the kids in my class. Yeah. And then Drew McIntyre responds to his heinous actions on CM Punk. After what we saw last Monday, CM Punk was ready to move on from Drew McIntyre, even saying Gunther's name, that CM Punk was after the World Championship. That is the same title CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre time and time and time again. But when you look at it, Drew McIntyre kind of brought it upon himself. I mean, you go back to WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre could have left it and gone backstage to celebrate with his family. Easily could have done that. But no. He decided to mock CM Punk, who was doing "You Can Only Mess with Big Mix." I don't mess with Jackson. I don't mess with him. He's a cool dude. You can only mess with Big Mix and Sam. Okay. And so Drew McIntyre, with everything, Drew McIntyre, it's the title that Drew McIntyre tried time and time again to regain, but Punk just cost him opportunity after opportunity. And we'll see what's next, but what I will say, there's a little bit, not just a little bit, there's a lot of bad blood between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And then Zelina Vega and Lyra Valkyria have been dealing with the Pure Fusion Collective for a month. I don't even know if it's months. It's been weeks. It's felt like a very long time. And I can imagine that how long it's felt for Zelina Vega, having been out for a month with an injury. It's been over a month. But Lyra Valkyria sides with Zelina Vega. And while they're in Calgary, they said they may have found just the right tag team partner for this situation. Wonder who that could be. We'll most certainly find out tonight, which Monday Night Raw starts in just 5 minutes. And the never-ending, the continuing feud between the Judgment Day and the LWO continues as Dirty Dominic Mysterio contends with the LWO's Dragon Lee. What an interesting bout that's going to be between those two. And Ethan hide and seek. You ain't got to do him like that. All right. That was a nice little rundown for Monday Night Raw. Bret the Hitman Hart. I only kind of went over it a little bit. Bret the Hitman Hart is in his hometown of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What does Bret Hart have to say? What's he going to do when he is on Monday Night Raw? What we're going to hear from the best. There is the best, there was the best, there ever will be. Somebody who has been a great influence to many WWE superstars, much like the man that Drew McIntyre heinously attacked last Monday on Raw. I'm talking about the best in the world, CM Punk. You got to think the best in the world was derived from the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. We've seen CM Punk pay homage to Bret Hart with special tights time and time again, much like CM Punk has paid homage to Macho Man Randy Savage in the same respect to special gear. As we are just 2 minutes away from the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, we've got a lot of action. And let's not forget, the Wyatt Six, an American-made street fight, opens up Monday Night Raw, and the first hour is commercial free. So you definitely won't miss any of that action. It's going to be incredible action. Between the 8 competitors, 4 out of the 5 of the Wyatt Six, and all 4 of American made. That's whose name I was forgetting. I couldn't remember Joe Gacy for a second. My apologies. I'm sorry, you shit, boy. All right. Here we go. $7.59, boy. Let's go. Yes, sir. Oh, no wonder everything's moving slow. I was trying to figure out why everything was moving slow. There we go. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. We are in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, home of Bret the Hitman Hart, who we will hear from later tonight. But we're here at the Saddle Dome, the sold-out Saddle Dome. There's Drew McIntyre arriving in the Saddle Dome, who will address his heinous attack on CM Punk that took place last Monday. CM Punk challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then celebrated only to be attacked by McIntyre. And then here's the man who will defend his Intercontinental Championship against the winner of the #1 contender fatal 4-way match between main event Jey Uso, Pete Dunne, Ilya Dragunov, and Braun Strowman. And the women's tag team championships are on the line. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill defending against Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the Unholy Union. Alba Fire, Isla Dawn looking to win their tag titles back as quick as possible. They don't want to go too long without the gold. And the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart, tonight on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. And we welcome you all to Monday Night Raw. I am Sam, aka Hype the Commentator. We've got tonight's Raw, tomorrow's NXT, and this Friday, SmackDown makes its debut on the USA Network. We've got a rivalry that's been going on for quite some time. Of course, I'm talking about American Made and the Wyatt Six. Thank you, Tight Spot, for the lurk. Sorry, I forgot to mention you. And now it's time. You took a little look at what's been going on between American Made, who are all ready to go for this street fight. Chad Gable with the American flag. Chad Gable representing America, much like the rest of American Made. American Made has brought some weapons. Kendo sticks, chain, trash can. It is gonna be one heck of a street fight here in Calgary. And the "you suck" chants from the WWE Universe are as loud as they can ever be. Chad Gable wants to finish this rivalry once and for all. He and American Made just want to be done with this. Want to be done with all this, spooky nonsense with the Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy and his newfound family. After everything that's happened with Uncle Howdy this past year, reflecting on all the emotions that he's been through, we have our street fight. Here we go. Nikki starting it with Ivy Nile. Now there's chaos in the ring. It's the Wyatt Six and American Made in our opening contest on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. There's a lot of chaos going on. Uncle Howdy gonna sit this one out and watch on. Uncle Howdy with a victory already over Chad Gable. It seems that Chad Gable might have been looking to get his hands on Uncle Howdy again. And that still might be the case with this being a no disqualification match, as it is a street fight. And speaking of street fight, there's a trash can. And Nikki Cross not wasting. Oh my. Bada swing. Oh my. Talk about ringing your bell. Just slamming That talk about the eardrums of Ivy now ringing. And now sending the... Oh! You saw Brutus and Gacy going at it. Oh, what a drop kick to Ivy Nile. It's still Gacy and Brutus fighting at it on the ring apron. Loomis and Gable. Rowan and Julius. And you can hear the WWE Universe. They want tables. As if this street fight isn't going to be crazy enough with just the competitors of Wyatt 6 being in this match alone. They're already crazy and demented enough. Now the WWE Universe wants tables off the top rope. Was Gable, but got caught. Got caught was Chad Gable by Dexter Loomis. And now Nikki Cross clearing the announce desk. What does Nikki Cross have in mind for Ivy Nile, as demented and crazed as they come, portraying this idea of believing she's Abby the Witch? I don't know what happened, what Uncle Howdy did to get in the mind of Nikki Cross, but Nikki Cross believes that she is Abby the Witch, and it's just been this demented side of her that we've never seen before. We've seen a crazy side of Nikki Cross time and time again, but this is next level psycho. And now a kendo stick shot to the back of Dexter Loomis by Chad Gable. And Joe Gacy working on Brutus, but now Gacy gets caught with a kendo stick. The kendo stick starting to break. And all of a sudden, that hot start by Wyatt 6, everything's turning around, and it's starting to look a little bit American made. But uh-oh, Eric Rowan stands up after that kendo stick shot by Gable and just head-butting Gable. Brutus on the attack. Now the Creed brothers working on Eric Rowan. Looking for a double suplex. Gonna have to work together to take out Eric Rowan, but Eric Rowan is just too powerful. And a double suplex, Eric Rowan taking out the Creed brothers. And now, shoulder tackle just running right through Chad Gable. And now it's Eric Rowan who's fired up. Uh-oh. Eric Rowan has something in mind. He's got a table. You heard the cheers from the WWE Universe. They've been asking for tables. They've been asking for tables the moment that this match was even announced as a street fight. There's not a time that the WWE Universe doesn't want to see a table. And from the depths of despair is Eric Rowan attacking Chad Gable. You talk about Eric Rowan at one point talking about the emotions he went through over the past few years, dealing with 2 losses of friends, and the fire extinguisher blinding Eric Rowan, and now a steel chair to the midsection, and a steel chair right to the spine of Rowan, and now double team by American Made send Eric Rowan through the table. American Made is in control. There's a fire extinguisher that was brought into play that was used to take out Eric Rowan, and now just dumping all this debris, everything they can to just keep Eric Rowan under everything so that he can't get back involved in the match. This is a great strategy to keep the big man out of play. That's exactly what you want to do. Let's take a look at that. We just saw what the Creed brothers did to Eric Rowan, putting him through the table. Eric Rowan might be down and out for the rest of this match. It's hard to say, but you never know. A lot of damage has been done. And now, with a kendo stick shot, another kendo stick, this time to Dexter Loomis, drop toe hold. Loomis goes face first into the steel steps, or rather into the steel chair. Chad Gable leading one heck of a charge in this match, absolutely demolishing and picking apart the Wyatt Six for all the emotional and physical torment that the Wyatt Six has caused American Made and Chad Gable, more specifically. Chad Gable bringing in the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile joining along to take care of this Wyatt Six problem. Went for a chair shot. Dexter Lumis ducked. Back body drop. Backdrop suplex, rather. Look at that leg drop to Gable. There's a second win for Dexter Lumis. And Joe Gacy went for the attack on Brutus. You can't keep down the Wyatt Six. It's given the vibes of once upon a time a certain Fiend would never stay down, would never back down, a former Universal Champion. And he bounces back, and a double clothesline takes on the Creeds is Joe Gacy. And now Dexter Lumis has Chad Gable right where he wants him, propping Chad Gable up on the table. Commercial-free first hour. You're not going to miss a second of this very entertaining, very wicked, very extreme street fight. And the fans here in Calgary are loving it. Oh, what a shot with the chair to the spine of Joe Gacy. You heard that one from the nosebleeds for sure. We saw Nikki Cross utilize a steel trash can earlier. And now look at this. The devastation. This was everything and more that was to be expected from a street fight, especially from American Made wanting to get their hands. Look at the way that kendo stick just exploded, and look at the way that the trash can has been dented in. And now Ivy Nile throws in another chair. Uh-oh. There's Nikki Cross. Surprise. Ivy Nile. Nikki Cross has risen once again. You can see the fear in the eyes of Ivy Nile. Oh, what a shot. Another shot with a kendo stick. Nikki Cross really bringing the fight. And Ivy Nile being sent into her announce desk. Cross body. They go up and over announce desk. May as well backfire. Not sure what Gable had in mind, but something took place there. So much damage. Just all these men are just battered. It's look at this. There's just so much damage, so much chaos, so much debris of all the weapons that have been used in this match. And is it another table? Another table being brought in to the fray. Julia's bringing a table in for Brutus Creed to set up. Bringing everything they can into play. It's a big match for American Made to get their hands on the Wyatt Six and finish this feud off once and for all. Chad Gable wants to be done with the Wyatt Six, wants to move on to bigger and better things. And Uncle Howdy just watches on. Oh my. You heard the sound. Eric Rowan just exploded out of all that debris that he was covered in. And Julius goes after Rowan, but Rowan comes back and just taking out both the Creeds. Rowan goes over the timekeeper's area. He's just unhinged. He's looking for something. I'm not sure what. He's just knocking over the barricades. He's just causing chaos. this is the first time I've ever seen anybody use a barricade as a weapon like this. Boom. He is bludgeoning. American made. Talk about being bludgeoned. And a big clothesline and another clothesline. And a clothesline again to Brutus Creed. Rowan has Creed right where he wants him on a drop kick. But here comes Julius with a chair. Spinning heel kick takes out Julius. Uh-oh. Boom, what a slam to Brutus. Rowan goes to the cover that they've got this one. But here comes Gable to make the save. And Julius now back on the attack of Rowan. Finally, Rowan goes down. Rowan had a little bit of momentum, had a little bit of a second life there. But, oh, wait. I was going to say all good things must come to an end, but before I can get the words out of my mouth, Rowan's not finished yet. Gable goes after Rowan. Gable not backing down. Back elbow to Julius. Brilliant drop toe hold. That was perfectly scouted by Chad Gable. And now a double clothesline by the Creeds. Set. Oh. Send Eric Rowan out of the outside. Now a German suplex to Rowan into the barricade. And now Brutus is heading up to the top. Brutus. Ball. Taking out Eric Rowan. All 8 of these competitors have really brought the fight to each other. There's chaos everywhere. Now steel steps are being in the fray. Joe Gacy out of nowhere with a suicide dive. Taking out Gable. Dexter Lumis taking out the Creed brothers. It's safe to say that all 8 of these competitors are leaving it all out in the ring. Double Uranagis for American Made. And look at this teamwork front with Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. Great teamwork taking out Julius Creed. And now Gacy turns his attention to Brutus Creed, that table that was set up earlier. And Dexter Lumis heading up to the top, looking for a high risk, high move, leg drop. Almost like a leg drop, a senton of some sort, taking out Brutus through the table. But now it's Gable who goes in the attack of Joe Gacy. But look at this by Gacy. And Gable just puzzled, just befuddled at what he'd just seen. And now sending Gable up on the table in the ring. We've seen just many broken tables, chairs, kendo sticks, steel steps, a barricade. But Gable on angle slam. Gacy goes through the table. And you can see the look in Uncle Howdy's eyes is not too pleased at what he's witnessing. Oh, but not done. Now the ankle lock locked in on Gacy, center of the ring. Ivy Nile now with a kendo stick to Gacy. Can Joe Gacy continue? Will he submit? The ankle lock locked in. But here comes Nikki Cross, who's not finished. And now a German suplex to Gable. Nikki Cross with a German suplex to Chad Gable. A drop kick takes out Ivy Nile on the outside. There's a never-ending fight between American Made and the Wyatt Six here. It's got to end via pinfall or submission in the ring. Oh! What a spinning neck breaker! Oh my. A spinning neck breaker off the ring apron to Ivy Nile on those steel chairs. But now, this is what Chad Gable's been waiting for. He and Uncle Howdy go face to face. But it was all a distraction as Eric Rowan just crashing in to Chad Gable. Look at this. This claw. Boom. Sends Chad Gable into the steel steps. That Iron Claw choke slam. Iron Claw slam, whatever you want to call it. This one's got to be as good as over. The Wyatt Six have really done a number to American Made. It was one heck of a fight for American Made. But now it is time. Uncle Howdy gets in the ring. Sister, oh my. Look at that. A version of the Sister Abigail. Loomis up top. Splash. That's gonna do it. And there it is. The Wyatt Six are victorious in this Calgary street fight. Message sent again and again that the Wyatt Six are far superior to American Made despite Chad Gable and American Made giving it everything they've got. It's the Wyatt Six that reign supreme. What a twisted family this is. Who in the world, who in the heck can stop this group of demented folks? Who can stop Uncle Howdy and company? And welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Raw goes back to 8. Raw goes back to 2 hours coming up in December, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Coming up in December. That was a lot of craziness. There's still a lot of debris that's being cleaned up right now around the ringside area. Absolutely chaotic what we just witnessed between the Wyatt Six and American Made. Let's talk about what happened last Monday on Raw between the Judgment Day and the Terror Twins. More specifically, what happened to Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan would attack Rhea Ripley from behind. Dominic Mysterio would then distract Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley focused her attention on Dominic. Then Rhea Ripley went out of her leg, caught in the bottom of the middle rope. And Liv Morgan took advantage of it with a lot of damage done to Liv. And the main event, a tag match going down. Despite Liv Morgan getting involved and despite all the damage done to Rhea Ripley, Rhea Ripley used the crutch despite the pain in her leg. That's what it means to be a top dog, to be a legit badass. Rhea Ripley using the crutch despite needing it for her injury. And Jey Uso and Damian Priest getting a victory over the Judgment Day last Monday on Raw. And it's going to be Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan at Bad Blood for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan wants to be done with Rhea Ripley. She wants to just go on with whom she calls Daddy Dominic Mysterio and just go on about their lives. WWE Bad Blood taking place in Atlanta, Georgia on October 5th. You won't want to miss it. You talk about a Calgary Stampede. We just saw one. The Wyatt Six coming out on top in that street fight. But here comes Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. And Finn Balor was the one who basically tore apart the Judgment Day, or the Judgment Day of old that involved Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. It seems that Finn Balor was the one leading the charge. It is WWE Week on USA, kicking off tonight with Monday Night Raw, then continuing tomorrow with the Gold brand, NXT, and then continuing on Friday when SmackDown makes its way over to the USA Network. And Finn Balor and Damian Priest have a lot of unfinished business. Finn Balor seemingly avoiding Damian Priest. You gotta wonder, it's only a matter of time before those two go head-to-head in singles competition. Finn Balor going to get his chance to say what he wants to say to the face of the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest, who marches down to the ring. I don't think he wants to talk. I think Damian Priest is looking for more than just a verbal conversation. They want a physical confrontation. and wrote the playbook, and he realized they're taking a shot at Balor. Damian Priest knew the play, and now he realizes there's Dominic Mysterio. And now Damian Priest was holding his own up until the numbers game. And it's a tough numbers game here, but Damian Priest is all alone. It's just an attack, just a brutal attack on Damian Priest. But here comes the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, who still is limping her way. But Dominic Mysterio getting in the way of Rhea Ripley. But here comes Liv Morgan from behind. Oh, what a shot to the midsection. What a shot. And now she's going to get her hands. Boom! What a shot to the back of Dominic Mysterio. But it's Liv Morgan who saves the day with a chop block to the back of the knee. Meanwhile, the Judgment Day working on Damian Priest in the ring. Using the title to clock Priest in the face. A lot of chaos going on here at ringside. The chaos never ends. And now Liv Morgan has the crutch. And there's just, who can stop this? I mean, it's tough when you don't have too many friends. The Judgment Day, when Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley were involved, didn't make a lot of friends. Priest sacrificing his own body for his terror twin, Rhea Ripley, and now pulling away Damian Priest. And now Dominic Mysterio attacking Damian Priest. Now Priest just getting crushed by the crutch. And now Balor. But here he is, main event, Jey Uso. Here comes Jey Uso to the rescue. But the damage has already been done. Jey Uso checking in on Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. And the knee of Ripley's been battered. The midsection of Priest has been battered by that crutch. And you talk about bad blood. How much are these two going to have? Are these two going to be at 100% come bad blood in just under a month? That tag title belt just clocking Priest right in the skull. We'll look to get an update from Jackie Redmond, our ace reporter, hopefully later tonight. And speaking of Jey Uso will be a part of the Fatal 4-Way to determine the number one contender for Braun Breaker's Intercontinental Championship. But let's take a look at what happened 2 weeks ago. The man who was originally supposed to be involved in this Fatal 4-Way, or was supposed to be involved in the triple threat match, Braun Strowman would end up taking the spot despite being injured. Braun Strowman wanted it. And it was given to Strowman, and a power slam to Ludwig Kaiser would be enough for Braun Strowman to pick up the victory and punch his ticket into the Fatal 4-Way number one contender match for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun looking to see Braun. It could be a Braun versus Braun match. We'll find out later tonight in that fatal four-way match who will go on to challenge Braun Breaker. But now it is time for some gold to be on the line. The Unholy Union held the WWE Women's Tag Team titles for 77 days, from Clash in the Castle to Bash in Berlin. Let's take a look at what happened last Monday. Things got a little ugly. Then there was a roll-up. Let's take a look at this. A kick to the midsection. Tried to score the victory. Ref's back was turned. And then scoring a massive victory was Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the former Women's Tag Team Champions, looking to become Tag Team Champions once again. Looking for a quick turnaround here. Unholy Union looking to make these Women's Tag Team titles unholy once again. Jade Cargill, talk about star power. Like a real life superhero. And there's nothing better than having the EST in your corner to be your co-tag team champion. Bianca Belair, a former multi-time women's champion. So who better for Jade Cargill to have in her corner? There's a lot to be learned from someone who is as talented, who has the accolades of Bianca Belair. Main eventing WrestleMania. Back at WrestleMania 37. Beating the Unholy Union at Bash in Berlin. Looking to do it again tonight in this what is a rematch. You see, that's what it's all about. It's all about those women's tag team championships. The Unholy Union have never truly beaten Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Here we go. The bell is rung. This match is officially underway. It is kicking off with Bianca Belair and Alba Fire. Talk about a heated night full of incredible action and chaos. What a way to kick off this new season for the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. And Bianca Belair showing her athleticism early on. The strongest, the fastest, the toughest, the roughest, the meanest, the baddest. There's a reason they call it the EST. And a scoop slam takes down Alba Fire. And now it's time for Jade Cargill to shine. Let the eye of the storm enter the ring. That's the last thing you want, is to get caught in the eye of the storm. And Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair making work of the former women's tag team champions. Double clothesline taking out Alba Fire to the outside. And early on, the women's tag team champions show their dominance over the Unholy Union. And now Alba Fire makes the tag to Isla Dawn. Distraction. Isla Dawn attacks Jade Cargill from behind. But, catches Isla Dawn. What goes up must come down. And a body slam. And a body slam for Alba Fire. You don't want to get caught in the path of Jade Cargill, because once you do, this is exactly what happens. But wait, Isla Dawn sidesteps. Jade Cargill gets sent in the top turnbuckle. And Jade Cargill might have got a little bit too overzealous there with all the momentum she was picking up. Sometimes you pick up so much momentum, you forget where you are. You forget your surroundings. You just keep going and riding that wave until you get stopped. But what can happen when you ride that wave so hard is that when you crash, you burn. You're riding that wave, and eventually you come to a halt. And Isla Dawn back in the fray. And now kicked back. There's already been some damage to what seems the upper leg, the back of perhaps the hamstring of Cargill. Drop kick by Bianca Belair to Isla Dawn. And now a suplex. Look at this vertical suplex by Bianca Belair, just showing her power. A little bit too much fun there. You don't want to waste too much time. But really bringing the fight, really getting the WWE Universe behind the Women's Tag Team Champions. Alba Fire thought she was going to outsmart Bianca Belair, but you're not going to outsmart a multi-time Women's Champion just like that. Double high cross body takes out the Unholy Union. And here comes that patented handspring moonsault from Bianca Belair. The cover to retain, and Isla Dawn kicking at it too. It's crazy. Bianca Belair has done it all. She's won it all in the WWE, but that hunger just keeps her going. She's never stopped being hungry to continue to get better and better. Isla Dawn sent into Alba Fire by Bianca Belair. Belair climbing up. And now has Fire right where she wants her. Looking for a superplex. And now a forearm to the midsection of Belair. And now the tag has been made. Isla Dawn, once again, the legal woman in this match. If the Unholy Union don't win here, this high stack on Belair. Belair kicks out just before the 3. And as I was saying, you gotta wonder, and especially for the Unholy Union, if they don't win here, when do they get another shot? How long will it take to earn another shot? Because they didn't even, there are no more rematch clauses. That clause has been removed. You've got to earn your way back to the top. Great save by Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill sending Isla Dawn into Alba Fire and looking for a little bit of Jaded. But nope, gets countered. And now a super kick by Alba Fire takes out Cargill. Roll. Look at this. And a 2 count there on Alba Fire. Alba Fire sweeps the legs. Belair. Let's look at this. And now here it comes. This is how they won their last championship. We've got new Women's Tag Team Champions, but just in the nick of time is Jade Cargill, and Isla Dawn's eyes tell a better story than I could. She thought it was all over. She thought that she and Alba Fire had regained their Women's Tag Team Championships, but that is not the case. That was the move that won them the tag titles. That's the move that got them this opportunity. And they thought that was going to be the move that was going to win back the gold. But now they've got to regroup and continue the attack. But Bianca Belair fighting back at Alba Fire. Now fighting back at Isla Dawn, sending Isla Dawn into the ring post. Alba Fire ducks under Bianca Belair. Super kick to Bianca Belair. A tag's been made. And Alba Fire. Now Alba Fire turns ahead and she realizes it. Pump kick. Nails Alba Fire in the face. And now here this comes, this great teamwork that we've seen time and time again. Boom. Boom. Great teamwork to retain. That's going to do it. And Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. These two teams brought the fight to each other. The Unholy Union was looking to reclaim their Women's Tag Team Championships. They lost to Belair and Cargill at Bash in Berlin. But much like Bash in Berlin, it was once again the night for the Storm, Jade Cargill, and the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. Earlier tonight, we saw the brutal beatdown of the Judgment Day taking out the Terror Twins. We've seen a lot of chaos. We saw the street fight that opened up Monday Night Raw. And right now, Priest and Rhea Ripley being taken to a local hospital here in Calgary. We're still have a lot of action in store. Now we're going to hear from the LWO. Oh, look who it is. The LW and the Judgment Day, but it's a new Judgment Day. Oh, look who it is. WWE Hall of Famer, a legend, a former multi-time WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, former United States champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. All right, we are back live Monday Night Raw. You talk about a living legend. You talk about heart. Talk about the heart of Calgary. A man who is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Just popped in to say hello. Can't say tonight. Keep up the good work. Stay hyped, everyone. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate you stopping by, popping in real quick. Thank you for the love and support. Hope you have a great night. Something special happening in Canada.
We want to announce that when WWE comes back to Canada again, it'll be at the end of November. It'll be Survivor Series in Vancouver. And folks, come Friday, tickets will be on sale. Friday for that.
Brad, how good does it feel? You are a hero to everyone in the locker room, but how good does it feel to be back home on Monday Night Raw, right here in the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, Canada?
Well, this is the place to be, right? No one took more pride than I did being a champion, but also a Canadian champion. Let me tell you about Canadian champions. Canadian champions will take on anybody. They never, ever duck a challenge, and they have to prove themselves, like I did every night for 20 years, that I was the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Oh, boy. You talk about a fighting champion who has defeated every challenge that has come his way. The ring general, Gunther. This is going to be an interesting encounter between Gunther and Bret "Hitman" Hart. Bret Hart has had quite a few things to say about the ring general Gunther and their exchange online on X.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a time to be alive. Bret the Hitman Hart. I tell you this, I'm about to pour my heart out to one of my childhood heroes. In all seriousness, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Get no argument here.
And this feels a little bit like a passing the torch moment because yes, you are the best there was. But you're right now looking at the best there is and the best there ever will be. Okay, now we have business out of the way. I want to express something from the bottom of my heart. I'm serious about this because just like Stu said before, all the boys in the back, including me, we all watched you growing up. And you have always been a childhood hero for me. So I wanted to take a moment to tell you personally that you will always be a close second to my actual favorite. And my all-time favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg. So Bret, join them in the...
Sami Zayn is a man when he debuted on Monday Night Raw to be a part of the John Cena's United States Open Challenge. Bret the Hitman Hart was the man who introduced the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was the man who defeated Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship back at WrestleMania. And now Sami Zayn looks to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Talking to this man the way you just did. You think this is a joke? You want to make jokes about Bret Hart being a hero? Guess what? It's not a joke. Bret Hart is a Canadian hero. And in case you can't tell, he's a hero to every single person in this city. And he is a hero to an entire generation of wrestlers in the back that are still studying this man's matches to this day. And more importantly, he's a hero to me. And you may have that championship around your waist, but Bret Hart is the one who set the tone for what it means to be a champion. But what do you do, huh? What do you do? I challenge you to a match, and what do? You put your tail between your legs, you turn around, and you ran away. You want to say you're the best there is? Fine. Prove it. Sami Zayn versus Gunther, part 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Sammy, understand this. With all due respect, Brett, but you're not in my league. And Sammy, as much as you want to be, and as much as Bret is your hero, you're far away from being in a league with Bret Hart. So what does that tell you? My answer remains no.
Gunther remaining firm on his decision to not challenge his World Heavyweight Championship, not to defend it against Sami Zayn.
Doesn't look like a champion to me. That looks like a coward. That looks like a dirty yellow coward right there. Walking back to the dressing room. A gutless yellow coward. Yeah, you.
Sami and Gunther now going toe-to-toe. Bret the Hitman Hart calling out Gunther. Oh, but here we go now. We're getting a slugfest between these two at ringside. Sami Zayn sends Gunther to the post, and Zayn is bringing the fight to the ring general. And now we have officials to break this thing up. It's not going unnoticed. Sami Zayn wearing a Johnny Gaudreau jersey. Sami Zayn, as I mentioned, is the man who ended Gunther's historic Intercontinental Championship reign back at WrestleMania. Now looking to end Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship reign very early into his run. Gunther winning the title back at SummerSlam. Only having one defense where he successfully defended it against Randy Orton. And now Sami Zayn showing his respect to the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. The ultimate Canadian legend, Bret Hart. And then you've got Sami Zayn. Oh, Sheamus attacking Pete Dunne. Sheamus was so close to getting his hands on Pete Dunne. A little bit more. He got a little teaser there, but not quite as much as he would have liked to have gotten on Pete Dunne. And here we go. The Judgment Day. And the Judgment Day is here. We've seen the Judgment Day quite a few times tonight. But it's time for some action. It's Dominic Mysterio in singles action. When we come back to Monday Night Raw, it's Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. It's Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Let's take a look at this replay here. Dragon Lee went for a high crossbody, only to be caught in midair with a picture-perfect drop kick by Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic Mysterio sending Dragon Lee to the outside onto the floor. Dirty Dom, as dirty as they come. Once upon a time, Calgary, one of the cleanest cities in the world. And it got taken down just a few notches because of dirty Dominic Mysterio. And stupid ass boy. My wish has come true. My wish has come true. What the fuck? Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. It is Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee continuing the feud between the LWO and the Judgment Day. Dirty Dominic Mysterio bringing the fight to Dragon Lee. Backstage, during an interview with Jackie Redmond, the LWO confronted by the Judgment Day, saying not to get involved in any of the Judgment Day's other business. And Dominic proceeding to once again call his father a deadbeat. But if you think about it, maybe his father raised a deadbeat son. And And Dragon Lee going for the cover. Hooks the leg in a 2 count. It's kind of ironic that Mysterio disapproving of the Judgment Day, only for Dominic Mysterio to turn on the people that Rey Mysterio disapproved of. Dragon Lee gets caught by Dominic Mysterio. What a Michinoku driver by Mysterio and a near fall. Liv Morgan watching on. Taka, that's Dominic Mysterio's biggest cheerleader. Hooks the leg. Oh, roll up. Look at the power of Lee. The one-arm sit-out power bomb for the win. And another kick out by Mysterio just before the 3. It's easy to underestimate Dragon Lee, but he's such an incredible athlete. And Dragon Lee heading up to the top, but here comes Mysterio fighting right back. What a thunderous chop to the chest of Dragon Lee. Oh, Dominic Mysterio gets caught by Lee. Uh-oh. Not where Mysterio wants to be. Boom, what a stomp to the chest of Mysterio. Crashing all that weight down on the chest of Dominic Mysterio as Dragon Lee goes to the cover. But JD McDonough gets the leg of Mysterio on the bottom rope, and the ref never saw McDonough get involved. The official Eddie Arengo never saw it. Mysterio attacking McDonough. And now here we go. We're having an all-out brawl between the LWO and the Judgment Day. Joaquin Wilde taking everybody out. Cruz del Toro going after Balor. There's Joaquin Wilde going after. Oh, look at this. The back of the leg. Just like she did to Rhea Ripley, the back of the leg. That out of 619. And Dominic heads up to the top. Frog splash. And Dom steals this one. And that's how Dom does it with a little bit of help from Liv Morgan. Aren't they just the cutest couple, huh? In synchronized fashion, working together to take out the LWO. Dominic Mysterio's biggest supporter in Liv Morgan, helping Dominic become dirtier and dirtier every day. Set for quite the showdown between the Pure Fusion Collective, who have been getting their hands on Zelina Vega, taking her out for quite some time, and now Lyra Valkyria siding with Vega and saying they have somebody that they're able to team with tonight, finding a special person that the Pure Fusion Collective have no idea who it could possibly be.
puck was on his stick. I mean, he was magical to watch and a pleasure to interview. The WWE would like to send its deepest condolences to Johnny's wife, Meredith, Matthew's wife, Madeline, and the whole Gaudreau family as they continue to navigate this unimaginable tragedy. It is with profound sadness that we join the entire sports world in both mourning and celebrating the lives of John and Matthew Gaudreau.
We are gonna get Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio tonight. Rey Mysterio made the challenge, Finn Balor accepting, and Raw General Manager Adam Pearce making it official. We are getting so much action here on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. But right now in the ring, speaking of action, we have the Pure Fusion Collective. 3 of the most badass superstars on the WWE roster. And Zelina Vega, after being put on the shelf for a month due to an arm injury at the hands of the Pure Fusion Collective, she looks to get her revenge. Let's take a look at what happened last month due to the PFC. It was a knee to the arm. Knee to the face. There it was. That was last Monday that gave the victory to Shayna Baszler, and then the attack would continue. Lyra Valkyria would make the save. Lyra Valkyria having her own issues with the Pure Fusion Collective. But just simply the numbers game was just too much. Crushing Valkyria and Vega. Oh boy. We are in Calgary. And from the Hart family dungeon, the Queen of Hearts herself. Natalya is back. The Queen of Calgary has returned. Natalya, one of the last graduates from the Hart Dungeon, training under Stu Hart. Natalya has done everything there is to do here in the WWE. And now she's here to help Zelina Vega and Lyra Valkyria take on and hopefully take out Pure Fusion Collective and humble them once and for all. Natalya, the longest tenured female superstar in the WWE. And here we go to Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark to kick this bout off. Vega's finally got some backup. Zelina Vega may finally have a chance dealing with the Pure Fusion Collective, having a former multi-time women's champion, former women's tag team champion in Natalya on her side. Natalya has all the experience on her side that could lead this team to victory, but right now, it's the Pure Fusion Collective in control. And it's Zelina Vega's first time competing in a 6-woman tag team match. As we are back, it is a 6-woman tag team match here on Monday Night Raw. It is the season premiere of Monday Night Raw in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Earlier tonight, we saw Bret the Hitman Hart return to Raw in Calgary. And right now, we're seeing the return of the Queen of Calgary herself, Natalya, who awaits her time to be in the ring, who awaits that tag, much like Lyra Valkyria. But it's been all Pure Fusion Collective over Zelina Vega, who started this thing off with Zoe Stark. And what seemed like it was going to be a fair chance, but Vega able to counter. I may have spoken too soon. When there's a will, there's a way, and Vega very close to making the tag to Natalya. Is she going to do it? Oh, and Natalya is now in this. The hometown hero is here. Much like her Uncle Bret, a hometown hero here in Calgary. Natalya with another shot. And Natalya has done it all, competed against every major star over the last 20 years in the WWE. All of your favorites she's competed against. What a back elbow. The face of Natalya. Natalya catches the leg. It could be time. Zoe Stark realized she was not where she wanted to be. Natalya thinking a sharpshooter. We saw Bret Hart earlier. Look at that. Valkyria. And now a Meteora. Sunset flip. And the cover. Natalya able to shift the weight over. And Natalya, wait a minute. Look where Natalya has Zoe Stark. The Hitman's in the house and he's going to get to watch this. Look at this. And it's all turned around. A triple whammy. No choice. And it's all over. In Calgary, Natalya forcing a tap out with the sharpshooter. And Zelina Vega finally, with some much needed backup, finally gets a win over the Pure Fusion Collective. Let's talk about one of the most vicious attacks we've seen in quite some time. CM Punk thinking he was done with the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. Finally, CM Punk was looking to move on to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, but that would not be the case. And we hear from Drew next on Monday Night Raw. All right. WWE Survivor Series War Games tickets go on sale this Friday, September 13th. Pre-sale Thursday, September 12th. Use password Survivor. Saturday, November 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's coming to Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Pre-sale begins Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. You won't want to miss it. The passcode is Survivor. Who will survive War Games? Who will enter War Games come November 30th? Go to onlocationexp.com/Survivor Series for the WWE Priority Pass to enhance your experience at WWE Survivor Series War Games in Vancouver. Very nice moment to see Bret with his niece, Natalya. Bret has played a huge part in Natalya's career. And you can already hear the boos from the WWE Universe after what Drew McIntyre did to their hero, CM Punk, last week. CM Punk. We talk about people who looked up to Bret the Hitman Hart. CM Punk is a man who personifies what it means to be one of the best. Drew making his major Hollywood motion picture. He's going to be in major motion pictures this week. Maybe all that Hollywood is getting, maybe as Drew's going to Hollywood, all that fame is getting to his head on top of all of his hatred for CM Punk. There's always an extra edge, an extra bit of cockiness for Drew McIntyre. And the boos are music to Drew McIntyre's ears. Drew losing the strap match to CM Punk at Bash in Berlin. So we know Drew McIntyre was displeased. Not more than just displeased. I think that's putting it lightly. Drew McIntyre was pissed off, and using that as the correct term to say how Drew felt is better suited after what we saw Drew do to CM Punk last Monday on Raw, after CM Punk declared he was going to challenge. He was putting it out in the universe that he had his eyes set on Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship. It has been a long time since we've seen a savage beating quite like the one Drew McIntyre inflicted on CM Punk. The bracelet, ripping it, shoving it in the mouth of CM Punk. It was just heartless, disgusting actions of the Scottish psychopath. Wow. Quite the words from McIntyre. Yeah, I'm not sure about that tight spot. I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, SmackDown and Raw ticket prices are generally the same, so I don't think the ticket prices will be too affected by it.
What you said about Punk. Earlier today, I spoke to CM Punk. And I can assure you, as much as you think you've ended him, CM Punk is not done. Specifically, Drew, CM Punk is not done with you.
I don't believe you. There's not a chance after what I did last week. He wants another piece of me. But let's play hypotheticals right now. Since you're playing games, let's have fun. Who would like to see Drew McIntyre fight CM Punk one more time? if that's true, and that is a huge if, you're signing his death certificate.
Call it what you want, but it has to end. After the strap match, Punk thought it was over. So did I. So did they. And then last week, what'd you do? You lose your mind, and we're back in the fight. And the fight has to end. And it ends at Bad Blood. Yeah, it's going to be CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at Bad Blood one more time. And Drew, I can assure you of this. When it's over, and it will be over, I'm going to find peace. You want to know why I'm going to find peace? I'm going to find peace because I'll know in my heart that it will be over. And it's going to be over because October, Atlanta, Georgia, Bad Blood. It will be CM Punk. It will be Drew McIntyre. It will be Hell in a Cell.
Oh my! Drew McIntyre and CM Punk will compete in a Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. You heard it from Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. This is huge. It's breaking news. To close the trilogy between McIntyre and Punk, it'll take place in Hell in a Cell.
This has by far been the most intense rivalry in the industry.
One of the most intense rivalries we've ever seen in the industry. Not just WWE, but the industry alone of sports entertainment and professional wrestling. And it's all going to come to an end when they go to Hell in a Cell. When they go to war inside one of the craziest, one of the most destructive, career-shortening structures in pro wrestling history. There's going to be a lot more Hell in a Cell to finish it up. Hmm. 10 years of the New Day coming up in November. Ray was here to, support Dragon Lee as young prodigy of the LWO. Rey Mysterio getting himself involved with the Judgment Day, the never ending, the continuation of the Judgment Day and LWO feud. It continues when it's Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, and it's up next. It's Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor. Finn Balor bringing the fight to Mysterio early on. You can see the tape on the arm of Mysterio. Mysterio has been doing this for nearly 40 years at this point. His body has been through everything. Finn Balor in control. Snapmare. So the Judgment Day attacking the Terror Twins earlier on tonight, with the Terror Twins being taken to a local hospital as we received that information from Jackie Redmond earlier tonight. These two are world-traveled, experienced superstars. Rey Mysterio, a little bit more traveled than Finn Balor. But nevertheless, these two are world-traveled as driving the shoulder into the midsection of Mysterio into the corner. Last time these two went at it one-on-one was April 10th, 2023 on Monday Night Raw. This feud between the Judgment Day and the LWO has been going on for so long. It once upon a time began when the Judgment Day turned on their former leader, on the original leader, Edge, only for things to be turned around and Dominic Mysterio would side with the Judgment Day at Clash of the Castle. It would be Mysterio teaming up with Edge to take on the Judgment Day. But right now, it's Mysterio with a high cross body taking out Balor on the outside on the floor. As Mysterio takes control, will Mysterio pick up the victory over Finn Balor? We just found out before this match that it's going to be a Hell in a Cell between Punk and McIntyre at Bad Blood. But right now, there's been a lot of bad blood between the LWO and the Judgment Day as Mysterio starting to fight back at Finn Balor. But Balor, fights back. And coming up next is our main event. Jey Uso, Braun Strowman, Ilya Dragunov, and Pete Dunne, who will get a shot at Braun Breaker, the unpredictable badass. Look at that splash. Finally, we have started to see a little bit of momentum here from Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is, without a doubt, the ultimate underdog in WWE. Ironically, a multi-time world champion. For whatever reason, they always underestimate Rey Mysterio. No matter how many times he proves all the haters wrong, he proves his enemies wrong every single time. High crossbody from Mysterio. Springboard crossbody. 619 to the midsection of Balor. Look at that from Mysterio. Setting up Balor for a 619. Dialing it up here in Calgary. And it gets caught by Balor. The legs of Mysterio get caught by Balor. Boom. Slingshotting Mysterio throat first into that top rope. And Balor has Mysterio right where he wants him. Look at this. It's inflicting as much pain as he can to Mysterio. Look at the way that Mysterio's head's being driven in the mat. You can see just all that weight of Mysterio being pushed into the mat. And now going after the leg. And there it is. Mysterio wins. The count. The ref gave Balor the count, but Balor refused to let go. Mysterio wins. But Balor looking to end Mysterio's career once and for all. It was about torturing Rey Mysterio. It's this version of the Judgment Day that's as brutal as it's ever been. The Judgment Day just wanting to get rid of Rey Mysterio. They've got bigger fish to fry in their eyes with the Terror Twins. Oh, and a shotgun dropkick to Mysterio into the ring post. Gold and power, the only things that the Judgment Day cares about. And Finn Balor, he's got both of those things. Laying waste to the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio like he's nothing. Balor looking back at Mysterio. Mysterio gets back up, but Balor's not done. Shotgun dropkick in to the LED side of the ring. If Finn Balor keeps this up, he might get suspended. And if he gets suspended, the Judgment Day might be forced to relinquish those tag team titles. And that's the last thing Finn Balor wants, is to be forced to relinquish the tag titles. And coming up next is our main event to challenge Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, to be able to call themselves the #1 contender. Ilya Dragunov backstage with Jackie Redmond. Last week, a Yeet in Colorado had 40 million views on social media. And now the main event is here. And what better way to kick it off than main event Jey Uso making his way to the ring. The Yeet Master himself has control of the crowd who yeet along with him. We're in Calgary Yeet. The Fatal 4-Way is coming up next. It is our main event on Monday Night Raw. Survivor Series on Saturday, November 30th will take place at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Tickets on sale Friday. Pre-sale this Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Passcode Survivor. All right, it's about to be main event time. What a night it's been here in Calgary. The Street Profits going back to their roots as they challenge Nathan Frazier and Axiom for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Unfortunately, the Rascals, due to quite whatever situation it may be, are unable to compete tomorrow night. But talk about tag team gold on the line. Next Monday, the Judgment Day defending their World Tag Team titles against the New Day. And CM Punk returns to Monday Night Raw after the Hell in a Cell match was made official. What will CM Punk have to say? What will happen when CM Punk returns to Monday Night Raw as he and Drew McIntyre prepare to go to war at Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood? But taking you back to the ring is the Yeet Master himself. Main event, Jey Uso, who's ready for this fatal four-way. Jey Uso's been trying time and time again to become a singles champion, whether it was the world champion or the Intercontinental champion. Always something getting in the way. There's a massive opportunity for Ilya Dragunov to win his first singles title on the main roster, to win his first title on the main roster, that is, since being drafted to Monday Night Raw earlier this year. For main event, Jey Uso, he's looking to pick up his first singles championship. He's been trying since last SummerSlam. He's tried for the Intercontinental Championship. He's tried for the World Championship. Pete Dunne's got his hands full between Raw and NXT. Last week, no mercy. It's just crazy. Pete Dunne just wants to cause a beat down to everybody. That's why he's the bruiserweight. He wants to just get involved in all the action, win all the gold. He's looking to become a double champion. Looking to get through Trick Williams tomorrow night so he can get his hands on the NXT Championship and get to All Ego Ethan Page. Pete Dunne and Sheamus is a beef that probably won't ever go away. The three or the four, you might as well say it's a five-way, because the Monster Among Men is one big SOB. Braun Strowman, a former Universal Champion. Strowman is definitely in better shape this week than he is in last week. Recovered enough to throw out the first pitch at the Milwaukee Brewers. And now Braun Strowman turns his attention to this fatal four-way match. And here we go. The bell is rung. This match is underway. It is our main event here on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso going to work on Pete Dunne. Braun Strowman went to work on Ilya Dragunov. And now Strowman turns his attention to Jey. And now Strowman looking to take out the bruiserweight. Pete Dunne with a kick to the midsection. The injured, taped up ribs of Braun Strowman. But an injured monster, as Braun Strowman said, is a more dangerous monster. And you saw the look when the bruiserweight kicked Strowman in the injured ribs. It only infuriated Strowman. Pete Dunne sidestepped. Strowman connected with the ring, with the barricade. Oh, Jey Uso up and over with a splash. High cross body taken out. Strowman on the outside. Now it's Pete Dunne and Ilya Dragunov, two former NXT UK champions, which is a now defunct championship. And you look at some of the accolades Ilya Dragunov has. One of the biggest accolades you could have in the WWE today is having a victory over the ring general Gunther, and that is something Ilya Dragunov has. Oh, and an enziguri from main event Jey Uso. And you talk about the Intercontinental Championship and mentioning Gunther. It was earlier this year that main event Jey Uso actually challenged Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, only for Jey Uso's brother Jimmy to get involved. Uh-oh. The bruiserweight is not where he wants to be. But Dunne, the master manipulator of the fingers. And look at this, Strowman just sending Dunne and Jey and Ilya Dragunov. The monster among men is in control in your main event. We are back live on Monday Night Raw. It is our main event. Look at this. Strowman just breaks out of the three-way attack on him. You know, that's what you got to do. You got to take the big man out of the equation. It's a brilliant strategy. Despite all these men wanting it all for themselves, they realize that they have to eliminate the big man from the equation. That's Braun Strowman. Oh, Jey Uso sidestep Braun Strowman. Collide shoulder first into the ring post. That gets Strowman out of the way for the time being. And Jey Uso sends Dragon on the outside. Roll up, five by the Bruiserweight. And a kick out by Jey. And now the Bruiserweight master joint manipulator. All four competitors want the gold, or want the opportunity to challenge for the gold. Who will go on to challenge Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship? Right now, with a Yeet Master in control, that seems to be the fan favorite in this match. And the Yeet Master looking for, all right, but gets caught by the Bruiserweight. And now the technician takes down main event. Jey Uso had a Fujiwara armbar, was also torquing the fingers. But here comes Strowman, has the throat of Dunn. Dragunov with a stomp to Strowman off the top. And a high cross body takes Strowman out. But no, Strowman is still on his feet. It's like running into a brick wall. Super kick. Winner will challenge Braun Breaker. And all three work together and send Strowman into the steel steps. And getting blasted into the steel steps is Braun Strowman. And now it's an opportunity for Dunn, Jey, and Dragunov to turn their attention to each other now. And may the best man win now that this is a triple threat for the time being. Wasting no time sending Jey and Dragunov. And, oh, look at the slam. The way that the hook of the leg, will it be enough to become the #1 contender? It is not. Only enough for a 2 count for Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne thought he had it won, but it wasn't enough. Let's take a look at this breakaway suplex. Just incredible technician with incredible power moves is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne measuring up. Was looking for a bro kick to send a message to Sheamus. Step up Enziguri. Dragunov catches the Bruiserweight with an Enziguri of his own. And now Dragunov heads up to the top. Dragunov digging deep here. Oh, but gets caught with a huge super kick in midair. To advance to challenge the Intercontinental Championship. Hooked the leg, but it was only enough for a 2 count. What's it going to take to keep one of these men down? What's it going to take to get that 3 count, to get that submission, that super kick? Great precision on the jaw. Every angle you look at it, beautifully connected on the jaw of Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon. And the 8 chants are electric throughout the arena, throughout the Saddle Dome. And somehow, Ilya Dragunov mustered up enough strength And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. It is the main event of the season premiere. And it is to determine the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Right now, it is main event Jey Uso and the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, going at it, exchanging blows in the center of the ring, going tit for tat. These two going back and forth, giving it everything they've got. It's a fatal four-way. We haven't seen Braun Strowman in quite some time after being taken out by the other three competitors, Jey, Dragunov, and Dunn. Spinning lariat by Dragunov. Will it be enough to challenge Braun Breaker? Braun Breaker saying to Ilya Dragunov, there's no unfinished business. I've already beaten you. But if you want, I'll beat you again. And that had to have struck a nerve of Dragunov. That makes him want to go even harder, dig even deeper to challenge Braun Breaker. But right now, Pete Dunne, look at this. Pete Dunne torquing the fingers, snapping the fingers of Ilya Dragunov. And look at this. Braun Strowman pushes Pete Dunne off the top onto the floor. And now Strowman's back in the fray. This is not what you wanted if you're Dunn, Jey, or Dragunov. You've got one big SOB back into the mix. He is fired up and he's ready to go. And boom, what a clubbing shot to the chest of Ilya Dragunov. And the shirt just gets ripped off with ease by Braun Strowman. Strowman's almost like completely revived. Strowman realizes where everybody is. It's time. The Strowman Express coming through. Boom. There goes Jey. There goes Dragunov. There goes Dunn. And Dunn getting sent shoulder first into the barricade. Braun Strowman needs to maintain his focus, not lose his cool, if he wants to leave as the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And he's clearing off the announce desk. Oh boy, someone's going to visit. Oh my God, that's Bronson Reed! And they just sent Strowman through the announce desk. The message has been sent. There is unfinished business between Bronson Reed. You gotta be kidding me. Bronson Reed saw his time to shine, to take out Braun Strowman. Found the perfect opportunity as he waited for Braun Strowman. And he realized now was the time to strike when Braun Strowman was off guard. And big Bronson Reed taking out Braun Strowman. You talk about an equalizer. Somebody who was going to permanently take Strowman out of this equation. Well, you found yourself big Bronson Reed. And now it's main event Jey Uso and Ilya Dragunov in the ring. And now Braun Strowman's chances of winning this, let alone getting back up to his feet after that, have narrowed quite a bit. Strowman writhing in pain after what we just witnessed. And big Bronson Reed has returned. That's a big development in that story. But right now the story is main event Jey Uso and the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov. Ready to go to battle in the center of the ring once more as they trade blows. Exchanging rights back and forth. Who wants it more? Who wants to challenge the badass, the unpredictable badass, Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship? Jey Uso ducks, went for a spear, and it connects. And a spear, but here comes the bruiserweight. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Pete Dunne was looking to steal this one, but the Mad Dragon kicked out. The Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, kicking out at 2. There's so much chaos that's happened. I'm starting to lose my voice. And now, Pete Dunne has got the Mad Dragon right where he wants him. They are going to go face to face. They love every bit of this. These two cut from the same cloth. Oh, stomping on the hands of the Mad Dragon and a roundhouse kick. And Ilya Dragunov trying to hype himself up, trying to fight through the pain. And a kick to the side of the head as Pete Dunne looks to go for the kill. Looks to go for that final shot. And mocking Sheamus. And now these heavy forearms. Looking to take out the Mad Dragon. And just be done. That ground and pound. It's only a matter of time before the Bruiserweight finishes this off. And here it is. Looking for the bitter end, but a big boot from the Mad Dragon, who looks for a sit-out powerbomb. No, he does not go with the sit-out. He goes with a powerbomb and an H-bomb. H-bomb is going to do it, but no, a super kick from main event Jey Uso. And the Yeet Master with a perfectly timed super kick, and now an Uso splash. Jey Uso will challenge Braun Breaker and is the #1 contender. What a match. What a main event match to close out the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, as main event Jey Uso once again has the opportunity to challenge for a singles championship, looking to become a first-time singles champion is main event Jey Uso, but is going to have to get through the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker, as the entire crowd here at the Saddle Dome yeeting along with main event Jey Uso. Let's take a look at this. Big Bronson Reed arrived, taking out Braun Strowman. And then a spear from Jey Uso. And then Pete Dunne took out Jey Uso. And then Pete Dunne looking to steal this one. Hooked the leg deep. Went for the cover there, but Ilya kicked out. And then a power bomb and an H-bomb following up that power bomb. Boom. That would have done it. But a perfectly timed Jey Uso coming in with a super kick. And then that Uso splash to Pete Dunne in the center of the ring for the 1, 2, and 3. Jey Uso is now the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship and now celebrates here in Calgary. Congratulations to main event Jey Uso. But turn around, because the man you have to face is right behind you. All right, that's Monday Night Raw. All right, let me get that. All right. That's Monday Night Raw. I'm going to call it a night there. I'm hungry. I want to get to sleep. I'm tired. I'm hurt. I'm hurt, and I'm old, and I'm tired. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another commentary stream. There's really not much for me to go over. You know, the usual stuff. I'm looking to be back again Friday. I'm getting better. My body's starting to feel better. I think we've put the concussion, I think I'm getting closer to being healed, pretty much healed from. It's now a matter of my eyes. That's been a big part of the issue, and my health issues are going to be resolved, and we're going to look to the future. The future's looking bright. I'm starting to be on the up and up. It was been a tough last month or a couple of months, so now I'm happy to be on the up and up and figure out all the problems and get them resolved. So yeah. Thank you guys who've been sticking with me during this tough period that I haven't really spoken out too much about. I still keep going anyways, regardless of how I feel, because that's just how it is. Whether, I mean, even if I can't stream, I still try to get a daily YouTube video. I just recorded 4 more YouTube videos today, so you'll have those to look forward to. And I recorded 2 of the matches from tonight, so I think I'll rush one out tomorrow for tomorrow's video. And then we'll go from there for the rest of the week. It'll be great. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I'll see you guys in the next one.